Hi guys, so it's Andrew and Amanda here, and we are recording our last vlog for our P&O Iona trip. Today is the last day of the cruise.
Very sad.
Last day of the cruise. So we just want to bring you a roundup of what we enjoyed, what we experienced, what we did, share that with you so that you can experience it too. And if you decide you want to do a cruise, whether it's on Iona or another ship, you have some idea of what to expect and what you can enjoy. So Andrew, take it away.
So I would say the first thing to maybe talk about is maybe shore excursions and what we've done on our shore excursions. So I would say on this trip we didn't actually book no shore excursions with the cruise company. We kind of done it singly, and we just waited until we got to each of the countries or each of the ports and we found two good people who took us around. One in
Gibraltar.
One in Gibraltar and one in Lisbon. And one in Lisbon. The one in Lisbon cost €80 for a 2-hour trip around Lisbon, but well worth the money. He knew his stuff. Ended up being about 2.5 hours as well, so that was fine. And just showed us every part of Lisbon, which I'm sure we will show you in a video as well. And the other one was in Gibraltar, where we came out and once again found another cab guy, and he charged us, I think it was 50 euros once again for another 2-hour trip as well. Sometimes, as we know, you can do it with the ship itself, and it's all booked and it's all fine, but because we've been on a few cruises, we didn't really want to do it this time. But I would say all the places we went to were good. Very good.
I guess it's a step of faith, because you don't know what to expect. You literally step off the ship and there will be maybe different guys around offering their services for different prices. You negotiate, you go back and forth until you find the person that fits. And that's definitely what we did in Lisbon. So that was Daniel. So if you're ever in Lisbon, look out for Daniel with his Mercedes. Excellent guy, really good. And then Gibraltar, can't remember his name, but he waited for about 6 of us, and then we all went off in his, like a minivan together.
And saw the monkeys.
Yeah, saw the monkeys, and that was a really good trip. Again, very knowledgeable, very friendly. We did a tuk-tuk in Barcelona.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was very good. Can't remember that guy's name, but again, just very friendly, very knowledgeable, and just took us around. It was an experience because the rain was falling and we were all 3 of us huddled up together, but it was lovely. He took us to all the major sites, Les Ramblas and various other places, and it was really good. So if you're feeling brave and you want to experience your destinations in that way, you can. Obviously give yourself enough time to get back to the ship. That's one of the things you really need to be aware of if you're going to go off and do your own excursions, is that the ship will not wait for you if you are late. So apart from that, have a good time.
I would say if it is your first cruise, I maybe say book excursions with the cruise company. I would say, just so that you kind of get a feeling of how it is and what to do. But I said this is our 5th and 6th time of going on cruises, and we've kind of been there, we've done it, so we feel safe enough to kind of go out and do things by ourselves. But definitely, if it's your first time, I would definitely maybe say just do it with the cruise company, just so that you're aware of what to do. But then afterwards, on your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th cruise, go and do it by yourselves
and enjoy. Okay.
Excellent.
Next one.
So the next one I would say is our cabin.
Yes, the cabin. So 3 of us were sharing, myself, Andrew and Nanny Brown, and it was fine. We had a kind of a semi-rota in place where who's going in the shower, who's using the bathroom, getting dressed, and we each have our little quirks. And it was fine, we make jokes and we have a good time. So 3 adults sharing a cabin. Yeah, it was fine. We had a big balcony, 2 twin beds. Would you call it twin beds? So 2 single beds, and then a sofa bed, which was very comfortable. So Yeah, anything else about the cabin?
Yeah, I think with the sofa bed, we heard some rumours that the sofa bed was a bit hard. So what we've done, we bought a a double duvet, and kind of to put that at the bottom of the sofa bed as well. Just gave it a little bit more of a some more padding. But I slept on the first night, and Amanda's been sleeping on it since, and I would say really good. And just once again, just with the cabin itself, very nice, large enough for ourselves. And once again, a lot of rumours that it's small, etc. But for 3 adults, we had enough space in there, you know, and it was good.
It was good.
I liked it.
I think what was very helpful was there was enough space under the beds to put the suitcases.
Yes.
So once we'd taken out what we wanted, those get put under there, and you've got that space to move around and do what you need to do. In terms of hanging up clothes,
Cupboards were okay, yeah.
Cupboards were fine. Nanny Brown had some long dresses. I had a couple of long dresses. But yeah, we just put them over 2 hangers and put them in the wardrobe, and it was all good.
Yeah. Next one I'll say would be cleaning of the room as well.
Yes.
Very, very good. And could we just say thank you to Zena, who's been our steward for the last 14 days.
Yeah.
Very acceptable. Anything that we needed, you know, we would see her in the mornings or in the late afternoons, and she was always, you know, even down to buckets of ice.
Yeah.
We asked her once, and she made sure that every single day for the whole 14 days,
It was there.
we made sure that she made sure that there was a bucket of ice there. She changed our towels every day, which is really good. We weren't expecting towel changes every day.
No.
I would have thought 2 to 3 days, but every single day we got our cabin, our towels changed.
Towels, yeah.
And also the sofa bed was also made up every single day in the evening as well.
Yeah.
So when we went out for dinner, she would then come and make sure that she'd done our sofa bed for us as well. So overall, I would say for the cleaning of the room, you know, 10 out of 10, I would say.
Very, very excellent. Very excellent. What was I going to say? I can't say definitely how often the sheets were changed. I would say, I think definitely once, but it may have been more. I don't know. But as for the towels, yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Regular, like clockwork.
Okay, so some people have asked us about the cost of the cruise as well, and how much it was. So just a little story about this particular cruise was that I actually booked it in 2018, and we were meant to go on this cruise on May 2020, but we all know what happened then, and of course the delay for this particular cruise was for about 18 months, so we ended up going in March 2022. So what happened is we paid £1,400 for it, and but then we then got a future credit as well, 25% as well, which gave us an extra £300 on top, which we were able to use it for this cruise and to get a few extra things as well, including £300 onboard credit, which was really, really good and well needed as well. So altogether, it cost us about £1,700 each, and then we used onboard credit as well. Was it worth it? 100%. And would we do it again? Yeah, 100% as well. What I always tell people about the cost is that if you book it far enough, but you then try to save, if possible, £100 a month for 18 months, and there you go, there's a cost of your cruise. So you know, we've met some people on this cruise, and of course a lot of people on the cruise are retired people as well, but we've met people, as one particular couple 34 times, 34 cruises, which hopefully maybe one day we might be at that level. but I would definitely say, was it worth the money? Yes, it was, I would say.
How much did I travel for?
Yeah,
because that was a deal.
Yeah, so originally it was going to be myself and Nanny Brown was going to go on the cruise, and then a couple of weeks before, you know, I asked the manager if she wanted to come. So as a third additional person, we paid £200. So if you now add that bit into the cruise as well, so for 3 people, we went for just under, you know, maybe £3,500, maybe just over. But Amanda's as their third. So it actually said third and fourth person was additional £199. I don't think 4 people could have fit into that cabin properly.
Too tight, yeah.
But definitely for a third person was worth it, and the additional £200 was definitely worth it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm laughing because we won't go there. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so let's talk about the passengers and our fellow sailors.
Yeah.
And how they've been.
Yeah, the passengers have been. Okay, so I've said I've never seen so many people just chilled out, relaxed. Everything is just they're just flowing. You know, if they want to sit around the pool, just whatever people seem to be doing, it's just a really relaxed and peaceful atmosphere, and it's lovely. And that kind of got me into that vibe as well. Having been on some livelier cruises, this was a bit of a novelty that, you know, everyone's just relaxing and reading or playing games or reading books. So yeah, really friendly people on board that we met.
Yeah, once again, same here as well. It just really relaxed. Everybody was cool. Everybody was cool. I always say that the people that we met on the very first breakfast morning, we never saw them again as well for the rest of the 14, because the ship is so large and you don't see everyone again and again. There are some people that you will see around and around, but you know, the ship is so large you just don't see everyone, and I still don't think that we've seen every single part of the ship as well, even after 14 days. So you know, but for passengers, 100% didn't have no problems with any of the passengers, and if we could even chuck in staff as well, I'll say once
very
again,
accommodating.
Very accommodating. All of the staff are just so nice on the P&O, on this particular P&O ship as well. Once again, 10 out of 10, no complaints. You know, I think maybe our nicest member of staff is a guy called Simba, who was at the Olive Grove as well, and he just remembered our names every time we came up to eat at the Olive Grove. But you know, staff was good.
Staff were good.
No problem at all.
We're not saying perfect, you know, so don't laugh. I ordered a Pepsi and they bought a Diet Pepsi, and I tasted it and I was like, this isn't it. And then the guy was like, oh, so sorry, my mistake. So not perfect, but you know what? It's a drink. It doesn't matter. You know, come with an open mind. Just be relaxed, and you know, I think you get back what you give out. So you know, it's not a problem. It's fine. Do you know what? If you don't like a meal, they always ask, you know, did you enjoy 100%. That? And if they see like there's quite a bit left on the plate, like, did you enjoy it? If you didn't enjoy it, just say, and we'll bring you another. And they literally will bring you something else. So
they done that for mum's meal at the Sindhu restaurant. Where, you know, and because it was a paid restaurant as well, I think they were even maybe more assertive to that one. But they paid. She didn't like what she ordered, and you know, they took it away and brought it back another one. They said not a problem. They said not a problem. Continue.
Have what you want.
So once again, I would say staff, not a problem. And just to also remember as well, just to clarify this as well, it is a new ship, and a lot of the people on the ship are new as well. So you know, some of them are getting used to how things are being done. So, you know, they might not be seasoned professionals, but definitely, I said they were really good.
They're well on the way.
Okay, so let's talk about the theatre shows.
So many theatre shows, so many singers, dancers, actors, musicians. You will not be bored. And we went to, several. We went to one called Digital, which Andrew took a massive dislike to.
The reason why I didn't like it was, and I thought it was just me, but the audience on the ship, as we mentioned, are maybe in their 60s, you know, maybe late 50s, 60s. But this particular show was all about the internet, was all about, was maybe aimed at a younger crowd. And I was maybe feeling uncomfortable that there was a lot of 60, 70-year-olds, and you know, this particular play, you know, was talking about the internet and talking about texting and all of those kind of stuff. And in my mind, I was thinking, I don't think a lot of the audience are actually understanding it. And then later on in the lift, somebody said something as well, and exactly what I was thinking, they were thinking that as well. So yeah, my thoughts were correct. I think it just went over the head. So I think for P&O, I think they just have to realise with that particular show is look at your audience. If it was 20, 30-year-olds, you know, it would
Yeah.
really make sense. But for a group of 50, 60, 70-year-olds, and talking about some of the stuff they were talking about, I think it just went over their heads.
Maybe not so much. But apart from that, excellent singing, excellent dancing, a great variety of different shows. So headliners, theatre company, really excellent at what they do. I'd say the only thing I was disappointed with, I think they did like some I don't know if you call it a tribute, but some, oh my gosh, Whitney Houston songs. And we all know, you know, Whitney Houston, if you're going to sing those songs, you need to bring it. And yeah, we were just like, oh.
Yeah, I would. yeah. As I said, you know, the actors on the stage, you know, fair enough, fair dues. They're dead. You know, they're putting on a show, but
Yeah.
you can't cut a Whitney Houston song in the middle of it. Just about it's going to get to its crescendo, and you cut it to then start another song.
Yeah, but it was a mashup, it was a medley. So
Yeah.
I get why they did it. But overall, hats off to them. You know, they're
Yeah.
performing several times a day to various audiences, and yeah, that, you know, they've put in the work and it shows, and we are appreciative. Just want to put that out there
Yeah.
as a fellow creative. Also, just to say, the people that help us evacuate, leave the theatre after the show are hilarious.
Yeah, they actually make it.
Are they like the musical directors? I can't remember their names, but I think Emma is one of them.
And the guy.
And the
there's
guy,
Irish guy, I think.
yeah, they're just so funny. You know, COVID-friendly exiting of
yeah,
the theatre
evacuation.
is a show in itself, really. So
Yeah.
if they're still doing COVID type things when you're on board, yeah, look out for that. It's very funny.
And also we had some artists come onto stage as well. So what you would notice as well is, because it's a 14-week cruise and they stop up at certain places, some of the artists will come on to the cruise at certain stops. So we had a comedian,
Yeah.
we had a guy called Ed, no, that's not his name, but he was doing a tribute to Ed Sheeran,
Yeah.
and a really good singer called Portia.
Yes,
Portia
Amare.
Amare,
Yes.
really good. She's from Manchester, and she's come on for like the last 4 or 5 days on the cruise ship as well. But really, really good.
Yeah.
You know, just very surprised with all of their quality,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and that was just a nice additional to the stuff. Also, the Sky Dome.
Yes.
The Sky Dome on the Iona is the place where they do acrobatics, I should say, and other theatre shows and stuff. And once again, it's just a nice plus. So sometimes we were up there until 11 o'clock, 11:30 watching some of the shows, and then we would then go to the midnight buffet, which I think we should maybe talk to the crew about, or talk to our members about, our subscribers, I should say,
Yes.
about the midnight buffet. And
Yes. Oh, why are you asking me to talk about it?
because she wants to go again tonight.
I will be going tonight. Tonight is the last night, and I plan to go all out. Midnight disco. I'm going to be there.
Silent
Midnight
disco tonight.
Silent disco in the Limelight Club. Yes, I will be there. And then yes, I'm going to go to the midnight buffet and have something to eat again. Why not? We're on a ship. That's what you do.
So the midnight buffet actually, so it starts at 11 for 2 hours, so 11 to 1 a.m. The food is okay. It's nothing major. It's hot food as well, which is good.
Yeah.
We was in a hotel last year, and then midnight buffet was cold sandwiches and something else, which, you know, so it, once again, it is what it is. Wouldn't really, you know, write home about the midnight buffet, but it's just more of a novelty as well.
Yeah.
But if you go to a club, you know, you can then come out afterwards and have some food and a drink, etc., etc.
Yeah,
But,
it's somewhere
good.
to unwind, as Andrew said, somewhere just to unwind before you go back to your cabin. If you want to have a hot cup of coffee or tea, or, you know, something along those lines, something hot to eat. There is dessert there as well. If you want to have that at that time of night, you can. So it's just a nice addition, something else to do just before you finish your evening. That's the midnight buffet.
Excellent. So we're going to come back to food as well, because I think that's where we've done a lot of our videos. So we're going to maybe just have the last 5 minutes talking about the food,
Yeah.
but also about the weather as well.
Yeah, the weather. Can I say, just so yesterday I wanted to go into the infinity pool at the back of the ship, but the weather was crazy to the point where they shut the decks because the wind, the rain, yeah, it's a lot. It was a lot. So I couldn't do it. So when you have that feeling like, oh, let me go and do this, if all the things are right and are in place, go and do it. Because I waited and I missed the chance. I might get it today because the weather is beautiful today. I think it's still cold, but blue skies, the decks are open, the sun is shining. Weather, yeah.
Yeah, I would say if there's anything that hasn't gone right on this trip, it's just been the weather. Like, I would have thought going to Spain, going to Lisbon, going to Gibraltar, we would have, even though we are in March, I would have thought it would have been 19, 20, 21. Some days were 12, 13, 14, raining, then the sun would come out, and on the ship as well, very, very cold and very not cold on the ship, I'll clarify, it was just very windy on the ship. So even last night and this morning, they've had to close some of the decks because, you know, it's just too wet and too slippery to do that. But I would say, you know, if there's anything, I would say it's just the weather, just really. But hey, that's in God's hands as well. Nothing that we can actually do about the weather. But as I said, apart from that, it was good. It was good.
And I know we have this image of the perfect holiday must
in the Mediterranean.
It must include sunshine and it must include hot heat, but it wasn't that, and it was fine. We prepared for it. We bought umbrellas, raincoats, you know, long trousers, trainers. You know, if you know your holiday. And you do your research before you leave. So yeah, it wasn't the best, but we still need the rain.
Okay, so before we go into the food, the gym. That's it now.
We were in there today.
So we went into the gym section. We, in the whole 14 days, we didn't manage to actually visit the gym properly.
Do you know what? Whatever you do at home, you're laughing. Whatever you do at home is what you're probably going to do on the ship. We do not attend the gym at home, and so we didn't attend the gym on the ship. Although there was a lot of talk. There was a lot of talk about, we're going to be in the gym and da-da-da. We didn't go on the gym.
We went and visited today, and I'm sure we're going to put something in the video about the gym, which was very nice, very big, very fresh, and very new. But
in terms of using the equipment, we didn't. But what we did do, just to keep fit, was walk the decks. There's a lovely promenade. I think it goes all the way around the ship. You can do that. If you don't want to take the lift, because sometimes there's, you know, you have, especially after the shows, there's like an influx of people coming out of the theatres and the clubs, and lots of waiting around for the lifts. Take the stairs, you know, if you're fit and mobile to do that. So there are other ways to keep up your fitness and keep your mobility. But yeah, unfortunately on this trip we didn't actually use the gym. As I said, we don't do it at home, so
okay. And last and not least, I would say, is about the food. I think we're going to do a video about the food as well, all together as well. So I'm sure that we will do a shorter video about the food.
But I think,
overall,
in a nutshell, the Olive Grove, because we're going back there again tonight.
That'll be our 4th time going to the Olive Grove. Beautiful food, excellent service. Can't fault it. So I think for me, that is my favourite restaurant on board, the Olive Grove. And we had lobster yesterday.
Yes.
So just to clarify as well, so on a 7-day cruise you have 1 gala night, and on a 14-night cruise you have 2 gala nights, and on the second to last day, which was yesterday for us, it was lobster. We both had lobster, which was really nice as well. Gorgeous. The whole menu itself yesterday was very nice. And MDRs, which is the main dining rooms, there's 4 of them on this ship. All of them, though, I think we didn't like the
opal.
The
opal was
one.
my least favourite.
Yeah, but we had aqua, coral, and a pearl one. But overall, once again, food was okay. You know, really can't doubt the food. I mean, there's another place called the Keys.
Yes.
Where you have your fish and chips. You have
fried chicken,
hamburgers, waffles. Wow, and loads of stuff there as well. Once again, that was very nice. I might even have fish and chips for lunch today. What else? Where else did we done this this Hindu restaurant as well, which was a paid one. That was okay. That was okay.
Yeah, I think there was such an anticipation to come to Sindhu, you know, and Andrew was like, Sindhu, 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 and we got here and it was lovely food. And this is where we're filming this video now.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful decor. The decor is absolutely stunning. I think maybe if we could do it again, I'd do Sindhu a little bit later on into the cruise. I think that's what we said we would do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Where else did we?
We mentioned the glass house.
Oh yeah, the glass
hopefully
house.
you've seen the glass house video. That was amazing food again. Yeah, I think overall on board I'd give the food 9 out of 10. From breakfast, lunch and dinner. Not forgetting Taste 360 if you want your hot dogs, your burgers and your pizza, which I absolutely love. You've also got ice cream on board. So speciality ice cream, you can go and have that. Afternoon tea, I think hopefully you've seen the afternoon tea video.
Oh, yes,
so yeah, in terms of eating, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, so same here. I'll give it 9 out of 10 for overall for the whole food as well. Okay, so your final thoughts.
My final thoughts.
Final thoughts, please.
I loved sailing on P&O Iona. I would do it again. I would maybe do it later on in the year or when it's a bit warmer, so I can really make use of the outdoor spaces. But yeah, loved it.
Yeah, same here as well. I would say I'll definitely do it again. I would say later on in the year, I say later on in life. There is just so many other cruises to do, so many new cruise ships coming out in 2022, 2023, and I would like to go on all of them if possible. But just once again, just overall, cannot doubt it. Just one thing is that, you know, there is a Facebook for the P&O where you can just go and get as much information on there as possible. But make sure you don't get swayed by the negative comments, because a week before I was thinking I was going to cancel the cruise ship because so many people have just given so much negative, and I said, you know what, let me just go on it by myself and let me make my own judgments by myself. And you know what, I'm glad I did, because I said that overall 9 out of 10. You know, we are settling down for the last day today and then disembarkment tomorrow. Hopefully that all goes well as well. But I would say, yeah, definitely 9 out of 10 overall. Very good, very happy. No
regrets. So wherever you decide to go on your holidays, wherever you decide to cruise to, enjoy, have a wonderful time, and we will see you in our next video. So thank you.
And last one is, if you have any questions, please make sure you put into the comments, and please remember to like, subscribe and share this video, and we will get back to you on our next trip and adventure, which will be in July. So more information coming back that soon. So once again, thank you guys.
Thank you.